Hey, let's do some more factoring. So here are some examples. So let's look and see what we have here. 6x squared plus 7x minus 3. And so let's look, and we can't factor anything out, so we need to do the x box. So 6 times a negative 3 is a negative 18. And then a sum of 7. Okay, so let's look and see what we can do there. Factors 18, well, what about 9 and 2? And if I subtract those, and see how this is a positive, so I'll do a negative number there. So 9 times a negative 2 is negative 18. 9 minus 2 is 7. Okay. So then we have 6x squared minus 3 there. And then we have 9x and a negative 2x. So then we factor the column. So that would be a 2x. Factor this column, that'd be 3. And then this, 6x squared and 9x, 3x will go into both of those. And then negative 2x and negative 3, I have to pull out a negative because that first number is negative. So it's a negative 1 because I don't have anything else in common. So then my factors are 2x plus 3, and then 3x minus 1. All right, let's go on to the next one. 5x squared plus 7x minus 2. Can't pull anything out. Well, we do need to pull out a negative. So negative 1. Then that'd be 5x squared minus 7x plus 2x. So I changed the sign of everything. And so let's do the x box. So this would be 5 times 2 is a positive 10 and a negative 7 sum. So to get 10, I could do 5 times 2. And then if I add those, that's 7. But I need negative 7. So that'd be negative 5 and negative 2. Okay, and then our box. Let's see if I can find a different color. And this is 5x squared and 2. And this is negative 5x. And this is negative 2x. So if we factor out of here, 5x squared and negative 5x, that's 5x. Negative 2x and 2, since this first one's negative, I'm going to pull out a negative. And they both have 2 in common, or GCF is 2. 5x squared and negative 2x, the only thing they have in common is x. Negative 5x and a positive 2. I'm going to have to pull out a negative, but they have nothing in common, so it'll be a negative 1. Okay, so then our factors are 5x minus 2 and x minus 1. And again, you can go on your calculator and check that by putting in the y equals, just like I did on Monday's video. Okay, let's keep on going. Here are 3 more examples. So we have 8, 18, and 9. They don't have anything in common, so I can't do anything there. So I'm going to do the AC. So 8 times 9 is 72, and B is negative 18. So how can I get 72 that adds to get a negative 18? So since this is positive and this is negative, then that means my 2 factors are negative. So let's see. I know 1 times 72, if you want to list those out, you can. So like 1 times 72, it's not going to work. 2 times 36, it's not going to work. 3 times, let's see, 72 divided by 3, 24, that's not going to work. 72 divided by 4, 18, 4 times 18. Those are not going to add up to get negative 8, because these have to be both negative, actually. So negative, 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 negative. Okay, 5 won't go in, 6 will, so negative 6 times 72 divided by 6. Negative 12. And if I add those together, I get negative 18. So that is it. So it is negative 6 and negative 12. And so I have 8x squared here, 9 here. And then a negative 6x here and negative 12x here. All right, factor out of the column. 8x squared and negative 12x would be 4x. And then negative 6x and 9, that'll be a negative 3. And then 8x squared and negative 6x, that'll be 2x. Negative 12x and 9 would be negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 3 gives 9, so that works. 2x times 4x gives us 8x squared. Okay, so our factors are 4x minus 3 and 2x minus 3. Okay. Let's go to the next one. 3x, 17, 10. There's nothing in common, so we'll start with the x. So 3 times 10 is 30 with a sum of negative 17. So in order to get a positive product, they have to be the same sign. Negative sum, they're going to both be negative. So negative 1 times negative 30. No. Negative 2 times negative 15. I think that works. Negative 2 plus negative 15. It's negative 17. So that is it. Negative 2x and negative 15x. I guess I didn't have to put the x there. Okay, and then our box. We have 3x squared. We have a 10 here. And then negative 2x and negative 15x. Okay, so let's factor this column. The only thing they have in common is the x. Here, negative 15x and 10 would be negative 5. And then here, 3 and 15 have 3x in common. Then negative 2 and 10 would be negative 2. So our factors are x minus 5 and 3x minus 2. Okay, let's do this last one. We have 2x squared plus 1x minus 21. Okay, 2 times a negative 21 is a negative 42 and a sum of 1. So let's think about the factors of 42. They have to be 1 apart. 1 times 42, no. 2 times 21. And one of them is going to have to be negative. The smaller one is. Negative 3 times 14, I think. 4 will not go in. 5 will not go in. Negative 6 times 7. And negative 6 plus 7 is a positive 1. So it's negative 6 and positive 7. So then we have 2x squared, negative 21. We have negative 6x and then positive 7x. And then factor out. So here, the only thing they have in common is x. Here, negative 6x and negative 21. 3 will go into both. And you have to pull out the negative because that first term is a negative. And then 2x squared and negative 6x. That's going to be 2x. 7x minus 21. Both have 7. Okay, so our factors are x minus 3 and 2x plus 7. All right. So that is all I have for you right now. Y'all have a great day.